Well, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we haven't talked yet today, and I'm kind of sorry about that. The reason is just that the sailing conditions were too challenging to provide many opportunities to take a break to talk to you. I needed to pay attention to what I was doing. It was challenging for a couple of reasons. The wind was 10 knots or so, which is enough to be interesting. I was either close hauled and tacking or in a close reach for the entire trip, which I always find challenging, although I think I did pretty well today for some reason. Plus I was fighting current, and plus I was dodging a billion lobster pots. Or the lobster pot buoys, more technically. Fortunately, I did find a few moments where I could take some video. So hopefully you've seen that. And I also, once I got here, where's here? We're in Seal Bay on Vinalhaven Island. We were here for a night on the last trip, and I kept calling it Sand Cove, I think. But it's Seal Bay. So that's where we are, and after I got here, 1-ish, about that. So I've been here a while, and the wind has calmed down some, or it seems to be picking back up now, but so I did go ashore and launch the drone. So hopefully there'll be some drone footage I can show you next. And then we can look at the chart. All right, I don't think we used this particular chart yesterday. So here is Marshall Island, and we spent the night in Sand Cove, which gave us some protection from the breezes. They did shift around a bit more northerly overnight. And they also diminished greatly at some point. Anyway, we came out of there and sailed down and around some rocks here and tried to set a course up here, but the wind was a little too west of north to make that course. So we came a little south of that course and then tacked, and then finally made our waypoint here, and then we're able to keep a course on a close reach down through Merchant's Row, dodging lobster buoys the whole time. There's just billions and billions of them. They're kind of a pain. And where did we go? We came down to a junction here. It's a junction on, you know, of lines on my chart. And down a bit south of the route we took yesterday and off chart here. So we'll need to find page 66A. Okay, and we turn down this way out to about this buoy, and the wind started shifting somewhere in here, even further to the west. Plus the current was coming south, so I couldn't keep this line initially either, and was coming down this way further and further. And then the wind shifted back and to the north, and I was able to kind of turn and come up this way without tacking. So that was all kind of weird. And then we came into Seal Bay, which is down here, and we're I think this is where we are, way down in here. And it's very nice. Excuse me, very nice. And hopefully the drone footage gave you an idea how nice it is, but just in case that didn't really work out, I'll do a panorama shot, but again, there's more breeze than I think will allow me to do a narration for that, so we'll just look around. So not much to see other than water and rocks and trees and sky and one sailboat. He came in a little after I did. There's another boat, a catamaran, that's further down deep in the bowels of the bay. He actually motored past me in Merchant's Row. So even though it was obviously sailable, but I guess he didn't feel like sailing it. And we all got here early, and somebody came a little later and went in, and there's room for another boat down further in, I'm sure. But I guess he didn't want a close neighbor, so he turned around and went back out. That was probably maybe 2 in the afternoon. I guess even on a weekday, if you want one of these nice isolated spots, you need to get here early. Anyway, well, we've been relaxing and doing, I know what I have to do. I did heal enough to bury the rail a couple of times today when the wind kicked up. It was kind of, gusty. And since my deck hull joint leaks, I've got some water in the bilge that I need to sponge out. So, well, it's something to keep you busy. So tonight for dinner we have mac and cheese with ham and broccoli that came on the boat frozen and was it was in a food saver bag, and we put it in pot with water we brought to a boil and left it for, 20 minutes or so to warm up. And now it's nice and toasty. And we have a garden salad and, of course, a glass of wine.